It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us at the start of a beautiful long weekend. Of course, the weekend also plays host to the Two Oceans Marathon. And the selfless men and women from Doctors Without Borders will be running to raise awareness for the work that they do, the vital work that they do here on the continent, and help people who desperately need assistance here in Africa. And we're joined this morning by two of the runners from Doctors Without Borders, Andries Heyns and Zibusiso Ndlovu. Gentlemen, you don't look nervous at all. Come on, man.
Just thinking of the run.
Yeah, no, you're in the zone, you're focused. Andries, you've got an engineering background. How did you end up at MSF? How was that journey for you?
Well, I got my PhD last year.
Congrats.
And I wanted to, thanks. I wanted to continue the research. Unfortunately, I didn't get the funding, so I had quite a few opportunities that I could look at. MSF was one of them, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm quite an adventurous person. I'm going to apply, and then luckily I got accepted. And then I went to the Central African Republic last year, also because I've studied French before. I can work in a French-speaking environment. So everything came together, you know, helping people out, doing something, you know, good, instead of just like going and chasing a job and money and so on. I wanted to do something that's good, can help other people.
I mean, we'll get into the impact that's had on your life, but let's chat to you, Zibo, quickly. An epidemiologist, vital work at the moment. You're obviously working very closely with HIV and AIDS. Explain to us, how does your job play out in terms of what you do with doctors?
Yeah, so basically I think within Doctors Without Borders, MSF, there's a lot of projects that we do that I've been involved in. I think probably of importance, I might probably mention the one that has been crucial, which we started in 2013. Basically, it was an initiative to demonstrate that a test called viral load can be easily scaled to monitor patients who are on ARVs. So as Doctors Without Borders, we took that initiative and we tried to show that this test, which has largely been restricted to resource-rich countries, can be done here even in resource-limited settings. So we did that. I was involved in helping to coordinate that in about 7 African countries: Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, Lesotho, even the DRC. But overall, we show that this test can be easily implemented, and it's so heartwarming to see that most national ministries of health are taking up this test, and they've developed their own strategies to scale it up.
I love the fact that the answers are there. It just requires the will. And clearly both of you have had enough of a shift in your consciousness to propel you to run the two oceans. So what was the motivation there? What are you hoping to achieve with this run, Andries?
We are 20 runners from MSF. So we're trying to raise as much awareness as possible, because our funding comes from the public and so on. So it's a big fundraiser for us. And I'm a runner. I've run the Two Oceans before, so you know, for me, I'm also doing it for fun. But mainly, it's to be with the MSF colleagues to raise awareness, promote the work that we do.
Solidarity, man, solidarity. I love that, and that term really comes to bear when you look at Africa at the moment. We are a global village. There is no one who is separated from what the rest of the world is going through. How important is it for us as South Africa, kind of a leading light in the developing world, to get behind the efforts of Doctors Without Borders throughout the rest of Africa, Zibo?
I think the important thing to realize is we all live in a global village, and problems that strike in other parts of the world are not necessarily limited to that part of the world. They can happen in any way. And from my experiences, I've seen that normally when tragedies do strike, South Africans, many of them, they start calling to offer their donations. And this is why we're here to say, guys, listen, we're here, we're Doctors Without Borders, we work independently, and we rely on your donations, which can be from 15 rand going up. And we are here just to raise awareness, to say we're not just medical. We have a lot of programs that are not even medical. It could be responding to floods. It could be responding to refugee crisis and migrants and things like that. So we just want to raise awareness through the run to say, please help donate to save a life.
You are superheroes, and your special power is you, the public. Absolutely love that. No politics, only the triumph of the human spirit. And let's hope that spirit triumphs on Sunday. Guys, enjoy the race as well, and please pass on our best to the rest of your team. Look out for the Doctors Without Borders in a bus of about 20 or so, but I have a feeling more are going to join that. What an incredible cause. Go and do what you can to spread awareness for what they are doing here on the continent of Africa.